Hi, I'm Chana Mizrahi, the owner of Mazette Wigs. A question I've been getting asked a lot lately is about the Mazette ponytail wigs and how they differ from fully hand-tied wigs. Everybody has been talking about these wigs. They've been going viral. They've been selling out very fast. That's why I waited so long to make this video. The last 3 times they came in, I had to wait for them because they kept selling out, and I had to wait for shipments that were sold out actually before they even came in. So now is a rare opportunity where I just got a shipment for them, and some of them are actually here that are not sold already. So here we go. So people have been asking me, what's the difference? It sounds like a fully hand-tied wig. Is it not? Well, it's not. It's a fair assumption, so I could see why you would think that, but it's really not. I do have fully hand-tied wigs here as well, so I could show you the difference. This is a fully hand-tied wig from the Mazette Gold line. All the wigs from the Mazette Gold line are fully hand-tied. This hair is delicious. So you could see here, there are no wefts. When you look at the inside of a wig cap and you see all these little dots, these are all knots. If you don't see any lines, and you just see little dots, that's how you know a wig is fully hand-tied. And this is basically as close as you can possibly get to a recreation of a human scalp. This is the back, not the top of the wig. See that? Is that amazing or what? And look how stretchy that is. So that is a fully hand-tied wig. And since this is basically a recreation of a human scalp, you could do absolutely anything with this. Updos, downdos, pigtails. You could part it down the middle. You could part it 5 different ways. You could do cornrows. You could do basket braids. You could do anything. There's nothing you can't do with this because it's basically like a human scalp and a live head of hair. This is amazing. Just be careful because, well, the only thing we still can't reproduce is we can't make it grow back. That's one thing we can't do yet. We'll probably never achieve that. So that's a fully hand-tied wig. This is a regular wig construction, just to show you what a weft is. These seams, each of these seams, these rows of hair, these are wefts. Each row of hair, machine-made row of hair, is a weft. See, no hair gets weft behind. See, so most of the wig is made of that, and it works just fine. It's just, you know, you can't do everything with that, but for most hairstyles, most of us just wear it down like this. So you don't need to do everything with that. And then the top of the wig, this part, the crown and the front, those parts are hand-tied in a regular wig. See? So this is the regular, a classic design Mazette wig. Nothing special. I mean, it's special, but nothing special from the average design within this brand. This is a scalp. This is just a regular, classically designed Mazette wig. And now I could show you a ponytail wig, which actually right now I'm wearing a ponytail wig. Even though I'm not wearing it in a ponytail, I wear this every day. I have a dressy wig that I wear for dressier occasions. I'm going to a wedding tonight. I'll be wearing that other one. But this is my everyday wig, my work wig. So this is a ponytail wig. Now it's not really fair to call it a ponytail wig because, as you see, it does so much more than that. It can be in an updo, a downdo, totally loose, a ponytail, a braid. Could do a lot with it. Not as much as a fully hand-tied because it's really not like a natural head of hair. Very little of it is hand-tied. but it's so much more than a ponytail wig. So actually, I've decided to name her Emily. So, meet Emily. Why Emily? Because I decided, as I said, it's not really fair to the wig or to the consumer who deserves to know what you're getting and what she can do, to call it a ponytail wig. I mean, look at the back. This is stretching it out. You don't even see the wefts. I'll show you why in a moment. But so I decided to give her a name. So I went looking at my sales records, and I used to name the different wig designs, each design for the first lady who bought a wig of that design. And as far as I could tell, the first lady who bought this design was a lady named Emily. And she is an Army wife, United States Army. And I love that because military wives are dependable, adaptable, resourceful, very much like this amazing wig. So I really like the idea of naming this for a military wife. So this is Emily. So let's talk about Emily. So this has a narrower scalp than the classic design, slightly narrower, not super narrow, still multi-directional, but I can't do an extreme side part. Like I could still do a little bit of a side part, but not extreme side part. I could style this very flat on top. I like volume, so I go like this. This is still air dried, unstyled. I like to air dry my wigs. I don't like to bother with blowing and styling. It's tedious for me. It's a lot of work. I'm busy. I'm impatient. Nobody pays me to do my own wigs. So I like to air dry, but there are tricks for that. So I go straight back and then let it fall forward. It gives it more volume, but it can go very flat. See, this one's flatter, but it is multi-directional, but it can't go to an extreme side part, so it does have some limitations. The scalp does go kind of far back. It goes, yeah, about this far. So you could get a nice deep part, but not like a super deep part like you can with many of these wigs. And now for the really amazing part. So there are no ear tabs. This is my hair blended. Some people like ear tabs, some people need ear tabs. Many of us are more comfortable without ear tabs, including myself. So that is a selling point for many, but if you need ear tabs, this might not be the best wig for you. Also, there is no nape piece, a piece that covers the nape, which makes it go more neatly into a ponytail or updo. But if you are somebody who prefers to have a nape piece, this also might not be the best wig for you. Now, inside the cap. So, to briefly go over the history of ponytail wigs, the original ponytail wig design was just a regular wig, but the last few wefts down here were just sewn upside down so that you wouldn't have so much bulk when you did a ponytail. You still couldn't do a high one. You could go like here. And anybody who remembers their mother or grandmother wearing a ponytail wig knows exactly what I'm talking about. There'd be like this big bulge right here below their low ponytail. It was always a low ponytail with the wispy bangs and the flippy, like the 2000, late 90s, early 2000s look, if you're old enough to remember that. I'm old enough to remember that. So that was the original pony wig. And everyone was wearing that. That had its limitations. Then about 10 to 15 years ago came something revolutionary, which was a pony wig where the wefts were sewn in a spiral design. So they would start in the middle and be sewn in a spiral, so the edges were rounded. And that was genius and amazing. And for the first time ever, you could wear a wig in a nice high ponytail that would go smoothly and neatly and beautifully in a ponytail, a high bun, an updo, and it was amazing. It is It's still around. It's amazing. It's genius. The downside though is that it can only go into a ponytail, a bun, or an updo. You really can't wear it down because of the way the wefts are sewn. They'll stick out kind of weirdly if you wear it down. And that's fine because it's designed to go in a ponytail, and it does that beautifully, and it's amazing. So if you're in the market for that type of wig, it's not my brand, it's a different brand, but I highly recommend it. You probably know which one I'm talking about, but if you don't and you're looking for a recommendation, feel free to message me. I'd be happy to tell you which one it is. It's an amazing product, but this one is different because this is sewn in an oval, which means the edges are still rounded. So they still go neatly like that. But in the middle, instead of being a spiral, because it's an oval, the wefts are still horizontal. Now, what's the difference? The difference is when it's like this, stretched over somebody's head, over your head or someone else's, and these wefts right here at the back of your head are still horizontal, it means the wefts still hang straight down in the direction they're supposed to, meaning in the direction they would if it were a regular wig, meaning not a ponytail wig, which is why it can go up or down or half up, why this is such a versatile wig. Now, it does still have its limitations. If you really want a wig that can really truly do anything, then you're much better off with fully hand-tied. But this is a lot more budget friendly, and this can do a lot of what the fully hand-tied can do. Not everything. Again, it does have its limitations. That one just really does not have limitations. Other than like what's really not avoidable in a wig, like the hair just doesn't grow back. But it's made by humans, not by God. So like, of course it has some limitations, but it doesn't have limitations that are avoidable in a wig. But this is really amazing, especially for the price. And I've been very happy with mine. I've worn this like every day for the last 6-7 months since I got it, and it's pretty amazing.